Hey guys, Deathscyp here from Y.C.G, your casual gamer, and welcome to part 1 of 2 of the stamina system and Unreal Engine 4. And don't worry if you just jumped here to learn this, you don't need all this, we're going to build it from scratch up. So in this episode we're going to build the sprint mechanic and the progress bar and all the variables. So when you hold the button down, you're going to be able to upgrade your sprint speed, and then when you let it go, you're going to be on walking. So inside the scene, when you jump inside, you're gonna walk now when you walk around, and when I hold shift, then I'm gonna be able to run. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need to do is gonna be the input key. So we're gonna go inside the edit project setting, and inside input we're gonna add a new action mapping for our sprinting motion. So we're gonna write it, name it sprint, and the control is gonna be the left shift, enter. Now let's get out of there, and that's it. We created our input. Now let's go inside the first person character, and this is where we're going to be working. So the first thing we're going to change is inside the character movement. You're going to scroll down to max walk speed, and it should be set up at 600 right now. We're going to set it to 200. It's already done on my screen, but just make sure to change it to 200, because when you walk you want it to be pretty slow. But that's basically what you're going to be playing with. The max walk speed is just a fiction that we're going to be running or walking with it. We're going to change that inside our event graph over here. Now for the stamina system, I'm going to create the variables now, and you're going to learn as we go with the first part and second part when we use them, and I'm going to explain to you each of them when we get there. So there's going to be 6 of them. The first 2 are going to be booleans, and the first one is going to be named can character run question mark, and the second one will be is running question mark. Now we're going to need 4 more, and these ones are going to be floats. So make the first one a float. We're going to name that one max stamina. Second one is going to be current stamina. And now the 2 that we're going to need for today is going to be the sprint speed and the walk speed. Compile and save, and let's set them up to original. So the max stamina to start is going to be 100. The current stamina is going to be 100. The sprint speed is going to be 600, like we said for running, and the walk speed is going to be 200. Compile and save, and now we're going to set them inside their own category. Let's call it stamina system, and now you can just drag them all inside the stamina system. Or you could just go here and set them up to stamina system 2, whichever is the fastest for you guys. And there you go. So now let's build our sprint mechanic. So we're going to need to go get our action key. We called it sprint, so we're going to say event on sprint, and there you go, action event sprint. So when you press the button, we're going to change so we want our character to start running. So we're going to get our sprint speed, and we're going to make these ones editable for the future reference. We're going to set max walk. Oh no, it's true. We need to get the character movement, so get it, and now set max walk speed. There we go. And then just drag the sprint speed here to the pressed, and when you release, we can copy this. Actually, you don't even need that, because we can connect them like this, and when you release, you want the sprint speed to be the walk speed. And an easy way to change that variable over here, you can just grab the walk speed, go to the left over here, and it says change node to walk, and there you go. Nice little handy trick there. Connect them together, and we're done with the basic sprint mechanic. Add a comment, sprint mechanic, and let's go and test it out. So save everything, and inside the game now, if I just walking around, my character is going to be walking, and when I hold shift, then my character start running. So our sprint mechanic work. The next thing we're going to do is inside the UMG. So this UMG over here is just a right click, is user interface and widget blueprint. So if you're just creating this from scratch, just make a basic widget blueprint and you can do your stamina bar from there. But I already have one over here, so I'm going to double click inside this one. Don't mind what you see over here. We're going to make a new progress bar and just add it to the canvas like that. We're going to stretch it out, make it the size you want. It's going to be something like that. You can edit it after if you're not too satisfied with it. I'm happy with this. I want the bar fill to be from bottom to top. No, sorry. No, from bottom to top, so that way you can test it out from down to up like this. And the color, since it's going to be a stamina, we're going to go inside something really green like that. And okay. And you can test it out over here, see if it's fine. I like that. Okay. Compile and save. And the last thing we have to do is we're going to bind a variable to the percentage that we're going to play with in the next episode. All you have to do over here is like the health percentage we did if you've been following the videos. You just have to create a new variable, make it a float, and name it stamina percentage. There you go. Compile and save. Make sure to compile and save or else you won't see it inside the binding list. And for the go back to the designer tool and inside the percentage we're going to bind to the stamina percentage. Compile and save. So the only thing you need to do now is inside the event begin play, inside the first person character, you need to create your user widget. So just going here, let's delete it over here. And let's just create widget. And then select your for me is the user interface that I did. After that we're going to promote it to a variable and call it UI reference, UI ref, and then add it to viewport, add to viewport, and there you go. Now when you're going to compile and save, you're going to be able to see, you need to connect this part over here to this. And when you compile and save, you're going to be able to see it inside the scene. I'm going to Control Z out of there because I need the previous setting. Like that. And compile and save. And now when you exit and you lower, you're going to go inside your scene and you're going to be able to see your stamina bar on the left. And when you walk around, you're going to walk, and when you hold shift, you're going to go. You're not going to see any values yet to the stamina bar because we didn't set them up. We're going to do that in the next episode. So that's it for today. See you next time.